Welcome to my website on immune system efficiency, autoimmune disease prevention for people with a hereditary disease in their family, and proven solutions for overcoming Parkinson's disease. Hi, I'm Noel Batten. I'm a natural autoimmune therapist qualified in naturopathic diagnosis, and I'm a specialist in autoimmune diseases, particularly Parkinson's disease, multiple sclerosis and emphysema. Through the grace of God, I've enjoyed such amazing success that I've been called to 9 different countries to treat medical doctors, chiropractors, naturopaths, company directors, and a couple of celebrities who were diagnosed with Parkinson's disease and several diseases similar to help them using my unique BA10 reversal program. Every patient I treat has a slightly different collection of causes provoking their symptoms to develop, and I have a checklist of 52 different causal provocations that can help me to discover each patient's collection of causes. With this patient, Michael, I found 12 causes which only took me 3 days to correct. The more causal abnormalities a patient has, usually the longer it takes for me to help that patient correct them enough to reach remission. This program, which is based on Dr. James Parkinson's book and 10 groups of scripture from the King James Bible, is such a successful, in-depth natural treatment that it has allowed me to be the only therapist in the world, as far as I know, to get repeated success in explaining and overcoming all symptoms of Parkinson's disease, multiple sclerosis and emphysema. Some advanced patients have up to 30 different causes. On day 1, I start my treatment by teaching patients my 10 rules of remission, of which rule number 1 is never listen to anybody who tries to tell you that what you have is incurable, as this opposes the highest law of Christianity, which is to always have faith that God is with you. This God-inspired breakthrough treatment has often helped immobilized Parkinson and MS patients regain their ability to walk and even jog in just 4 to 14 days. And it has helped emphysema and COPD patients who were gasping for breath breathe freely again in just 2 to 4 days. Now, this is not an exaggeration. My website is about miracles, truth, and motivation to succeed in life. If you're a patient, stay focused and be determined and persistent, and you'll win. If you're a therapist or practitioner treating these autoimmune patients, put effort into teaching them to stay focused, be motivated and persistent, and victory will come. The first thing you need to know to understand success is that every single Parkinson, multiple sclerosis and emphysema patient has a subluxation at the C1 vertebra right here under the occiput, which is why these patients have a stiff neck and difficulty turning their chin to touch each shoulder with ease. If you're a patient diagnosed with one of these diseases, do this test. Touch your chin on each shoulder and be aware of what's happening in your neck and how far you're able to turn on both sides. To get the results you see in my patient success videos, I first have to search for all the many stress signs that the body creates when it develops any sort of physiological dysfunction. The thing is, reaching remission is not just a matter of realigning the C1 vertebra, because all patients of these rigidity autoimmune diseases also have at least 10 additional body abnormalities, which triggers poor digestion and absorption of nutrient. 2, an inability to slow the mind down when trying to sleep, which triggers an excess release of the muscle stiffness hormone, noradrenaline, which is one of the reasons advanced Parkinson and MS patients shallow breathe and lack circulation and walk like this. All these problems can be overcome, providing you stay focused and determined and believe in your own ability to earn your success. So many champions were told at the beginning of their career they would never become a champion. Believe in a miracle. Believe that if you look hard enough and long enough, you will find your miracle. Take a look at this. Here's a story of an 84-year-old woman who stood in her house through the New South Wales earthquake, and she was blind. But when she was desperate to see what was happening around her, why her floor was shaking, her house was shaking, her eyesight returned. As another one, an 8-year-old girl went riding on a horse in a carefully mentored activities program. She couldn't speak, she couldn't walk, and she had trouble sitting up. But after trotting around the paddock on the back of this horse, she got off, she was able to walk and talk and sit up again. Miracles can happen. Miracles do happen. Don't let anybody ever tell you that you can't get better if you've developed a seemingly impossible to cure health problem. Nobody has the right to depress someone and deter someone from trying and believing they can get better. Answers are available. I was told I would never overcome bronchitis and epilepsy, but my mother believed I could, and a Dutch weightlifter who took me to his gym and taught me how to exercise, he believed I could, and what my mother and the Dutch weightlifter taught me gave me my life back. I had to be willing to work at it, but it gave me my life back. Don't expect your doctor and neurologist to do all your work for you, as they have enough trouble keeping up with the new drugs being manufactured and the ever-changing medical procedures they also have to keep up with.